How's it going, everyone? Tonight, I'm going to be talking about Trey Lance's performance against the Los Angeles Chargers. He had a pretty good game. I'm going to be showing you a couple of his touchdown passes, a couple of his nice throws, and some things that I think is what separates him from Jimmy Garoppolo, which is why I think he'll end up being the starter eventually throughout this season, unless Jimmy Garoppolo absolutely lights it up. And that if that's the case, he might not play this year. I just don't see it happening, though. Before we get into that, if you could please hit that subscribe button for me, I would be graciously appreciated. All right, guys, the first play I have drawn up for you turns out to be a drop by Debo Samuel. This is basically just a clear out by Ayuk right here, as well as the tight end. Debo Samuel wins inside. They do a nice job of stacking all these receivers, creating a mess. Gives him leverage to win inside. Trey Lance doesn't put it right on him. Maybe it's a little bit behind him, but I believe this should be a catch. I bet you Debo Samuel will tell you the same thing. One thing I like, you see he's getting pressure, so they got five rushers. He's probably man off the back. So they got six people in there. Zone coverage. He sticks it in there, right through Debo Samuel's hands, almost a pick. You'll see later that he actually gets one. All right, here, it's 3rd and 4 here, trying to convert. Trey Lance actually does a nice job. This tight end's just running under, clearing out. Same thing with this lead receiver right here. This ends up being an interception. I'm not entirely sure if it's Trey Lance's fault. It goes through the receiver's hands. It's a little bit on his behind him. I still think it should be caught. Kyle Shanahan does a nice job creating these stack routes. What it does is it basically makes these receivers play flat footed and react to whichever way the first guy's breaking. The first guy's going to take the second guy. He's going to take the second guy. Creates a very big window. See, he jumps on it. It's basically a gimme. He tips it up. I believe that's Mohamed Sanu. Nice job by the Chargers defense there, getting a freebie. Are here 1st and 10, 29 seconds left to go in the first half. The Chargers are in a cover two shell. I believe Shanahan knows that. He drives up a very nice cover two beater. He knows this receiver is going to have to sit on the hitch route. There's this little hole in the defense right here. It's about 18 yards down the field. Trey Lance does a nice job showing that he has touch. He can just not zip it in there. He does a nice job. See, he's on the linebacker. Throws it right over his head as soon as he passes it off. Nice job by him. Ends up being a huge play. I think that guy got out of bounds. If not, he definitely should have. All right, 2nd and 2 with 15 seconds left. Kyle Shanahan does a nice job going and empty. It basically forces the defense to show what they're in. Looks like they're in man coverage. Ends up being a cover two. Uh, Trey Lance does a nice job of recognizing the matchup, zone coverage. This linebacker is moving in. Mohamed Sanu does a nice job of just sitting right in the middle of the coverage and expecting the ball. Trey Lance, nice job delivering it. Nice play by him. That's a good 2-minute drive. Yet again, down by the red zone. This is what I see Trey Lance getting the job over Jimmy Garoppolo. Stuff like this. They're in empty. What does that make the defense do? It makes them declare the defense right away. All right. So what's that? What's the advantage to the offense at that point? Trey Lance knows what they're in. No one's open. They're playing some sort of zone defense. All of his eyes are on him. He just finds his way in the end zone, uses athleticism, which is what's going to keep him alive early in the season. Now, this play gets called back. There's a holding, but it's just a great example of what separates Trey Lance from Jimmy Garoppolo. All right, here's another example of that. It's 2nd and 6. 49ers play action. They bring this guy across to block the end. They're taking a deep shot. All right, so what happens when that doesn't come to fruition? He doesn't see it. He doesn't see anyone open, getting pressure in the pocket. Look, there's almost two people on him right now. He's getting hands on, but he's able to escape. That guy probably should block him right there. But I mean, Trey Lance, 2nd and 6 turned into a first down. Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to be able to do that on a consistent basis. All right, here's another example of San Francisco using these tight stack formation. Yet again, what does it do? It makes these two declare, all right, I got the short guy, you got the long guy. What does that do? It makes them reactionary. They don't know who they're covering. They have to sort it out on the fly. It's why it's called some sort of a sort read. Trey Lance does a nice job being decisive. He knows he's going to have that guy on the out right there. He can tell that because look how deep he's playing. He's going to be reactionary, so he's going to be backpedaling. Does a nice job, puts it right on him. That's a mix of Kyle Shanahan just giving him nice, easy throws. Yet against 3rd and 4, Kyle Shanahan scheming Trey Lance up is a huge benefit to him. Here's another example of Kyle Shanahan just making things easy for Trey Lance. What's the formation? Yet again, it's a trips bunch formation. It's to the boundary. I think that's important. It sets the strength away from where this play is going. You can see they're doing their outside zone play action right here. This is a wide receiver, not a tight end. He's going to be able to get out fast. They're going to break contain. This is just an easy completion right there. 2nd and 13 turns into 3rd and 1, maybe 2. All right, it's 3rd and 4. They're in the red zone. I think this is Trey Lance's best throw of the game. Benjamin's going to be the one making the reception for the touchdown. He wins inside. It's man-free coverage. Trey Lance does an excellent job holding this linebacker right here. With his eyes, he's going to look left, fire back right, and this is what makes him. His arm strength, zips it in there, easy touchdown. Nice throw for the 49ers. I don't know if Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be the starter or Trey Lance, but all I know is I was not very high on Trey Lance coming out. He only had 18 starts at the FCS level. I think it's the perfect fit with coach and quarterback. We haven't even seen any of the RG3 read option, zone read type things that Kyle Shanahan, brought to the NFL from college. That hasn't even been run yet. It just adds another dimension to their run game, to their play action game. I think it's going to be too good to be true. Eventually, he's going to have to come in and play. I mean, they gave up 3 first-round picks for him, so he's going to have to play this year. It's just the way the NFL is now. If you like that video, please, as always, give me maybe a comment what your thoughts on Trey Lance, how you view him. I know my perception of him has changed from the small amount that he's played. If you haven't already, please subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. With that said, have a great night, everyone.